my last question is, what are the greatest financial myths we've been taught in the black community?
The greatest financial myth, I think, is that the harder you work, that's going to lead to success. And it's like, shout out to my bro Wall Street Trapper. He said something that was so profound to me. It's like, coming from working class environments, we all know people that work 2 jobs. It's pretty common, right? Even 3 jobs, sometimes overnight shifts. And you really think about it, I never met one person that worked 2 jobs that had more money than somebody that worked 1 job. I never met one person that worked 2 jobs that had money. They still broke. And it's like, the reason is because you're trading your time for money, and that's not really how to get money. You got to have your money work for you. And that's really the greatest myth I think that we've been taught, is like, money doesn't grow on trees. You got to work hard. But
that's it.
It's really crazy, because it's like, nah, not really. Your money has to work hard for you, because the harder you work for money, you're just going to burn yourself out, and you're still going to be broke at the end of the day.
Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beast TV. Come here today, another special video. What's good? What's happening, YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beast. And man, we finna get into it a little bit. I gotta talk about some stuff, man. This money situation, this financial literacy situation gotta be addressed, man. Alright, so I just started off this quick video I'm gonna do with a clip from the Breakfast Club, with the cast from Earn Your Leisure. Right, and they was basically just breaking down and talking about the biggest financial myths they was taught. And I want to speak on that, because growing up in the black community, man, I was also taught the same thing, right? Get a job, work, and, save your money, and, retire when you old, and that's how life's supposed to go. I never was taught about investing. I never was taught about the stock market, stocks, bonds, really life insurance, any of that stuff that goes with financial, even banking itself, not credit cards, none of that. And I don't blame anybody for that, because I think that's just the way that things are in a lot of the black communities, man, because I think it's an institutional thing. But we can't keep blaming it on that. I mean, when I say that, I mean, we come back. I was just talking to my grandmother the other day, and her grandparents was born in the late 1800s. My grandmother was born in 1942. She still picked cotton as a child in Mississippi in 1942. She wasn't a slave. Her mother wasn't a slave. Her grandparents wasn't a slave. But that was just a sign of the times and what was going on. And that was the industry down there. So when you coming from that, that's just 2 generations ago, right? All she knew was to try to do something to make some money, because that's what her father and parents told her, and that's what their parents told them. So we are not far removed from that frame of mind. What happened was, in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, things started to change. People started to get a little bit money. Civil rights movement happened. And then boom, we had a lot of a black market type of situations going on. Drugs, pimping. People started to get money from sports a little bit. Movie stars. And, so people had this idea just to get money. We just wanted money. But we didn't know what to do with money. So let's transition to this day. It's 2023, and now we got all these tools and information at our fingertips. The internet, right? Books. Y'all still read books? It's all out there for you, man. So if you are a grown person in this day and age, I talk to my little brothers about this all the time. I'm trying to talk to them and not push it on them. But in a minute, I'm finna get real pushy with them, because I don't want them to pass up these years thinking that everything is sweet. We got to start learning how to invest. Look, I'm late to the party, y'all. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm late to the party, but I'm working on it, and I'm trying to catch up. But, we come from an era where people was hustling, right? You hustled, and you made it look like you had more than you had. We still have this issue today, right? We look at things that are supposed to be good in nature, like investing, like the stock market, and we shun it. We call it a scam. But we go and buy lottery tickets every day, right? A lot of my friends and family don't invest. Not everybody. And that's cool, but what are you doing with your money? Like, you got to understand, this is a psychological thing. It's a mindset. They don't see nothing wrong with it because that's all they know. This is what we was taught. So why would it be wrong? But as a kid, I'm going to tell you, I always wondered why certain people had this and why it always seemed so easy. And for the longest, I thought it just was the world was unfair. And it is unfair. But that don't mean that you can't have just as much as the next person have. You got to apply yourself. You got to teach yourself. Nobody going to come and teach you. If you grown, nobody's going to teach you. Right? You can go to college if you want to go to college and pay for it. That's cool. Get the student loans, but then that's a scam too in a sense. Right? In a sense, right? So what I'm saying is the information is out there. Start talking to people. Start looking for information. Because this whole thing about working a job, 2 and 3 shifts, you know what I'm saying? I know people that work shifts, 2 and 3 shifts, overtime, breaking their back. For what? And they'll fire you in a second, and then you'll have nothing. Right? So we got to do better, man. Make your money grow for you. Start investing. Learn how to do options. Learn how to buy dividend stocks. Why you think Warren Buffett and these cats, the richest people in the world right now, right? They've been doing this stuff for years. These is old people, man. They've been doing this stuff for years. We got to catch up. But the only way we're going to catch up is to being open and changing the mindset and learning from other people that know a little something. Because the little something that I know can spark a light in somebody, and then maybe they learn something else and teach somebody else or come back and teach me something. But that's really the only way it's going to work. Trading time for money, that's not it. All right? You still on a slave plantation. Slave mentality still exists. It just looks different now. Technology changed. All right? But we got to do better, man. You shouldn't be out here scheming, scamming, begging, or whatever the case may be. For one, there's plenty of jobs out there. I don't care if you got to work at McDonald's, fast food, retail, whatever you got to do. If you can make some money and any extra money you got, you should be investing that money now. Because I'm going to tell you something about investing. Time flies, man. And you'll look up in 5 years, right? If you can really get yourself to do it for 5 years, 10 years, you'll look up and you'll have way more money than you ever had. And you could have been doing it. All right, so I just want people to understand, man, that if it's out there for you, you just got to go get it. Nobody going to give it to you. Nobody going to teach you nothing unless you actually want to be taught, but you can teach yourself. So for me, it's just no excuses, man. You got to get out there and get it. If you got a hustler's mentality, then it should be no problem for you. See, I always had a hustler's mentality. And I'm going to make something shake regardless. But I made some decisions early on in my life. A lot of people thought it wasn't the best thing to do, whatever. But I'm consistent, right? And it was stable. And I stuck with it. And now I'm winning. At the end of the day, I'm going to just call it how I see it. I'm winning. And I'm about to win the full game. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that later. I'm not rich by any means. I'm not comfortable yet either, but I'm working on it. And I got a plan and I got ideas and I know what I'm doing and I know where I'm headed. And I'm learning stuff every day. So if I can do it, you can do it. And that's really the bottom line, man. Don't trade all your time at work, okay? You sleep 8 hours a day. You work 8 hours a day or more because a lot of y'all working overtime. And then you got 8 hours or less of the day to do whatever the stuff you got to do for yourself. Think about that. All right? So you need to fix it. And if you're not working right now and if you're not using every minute of the day to try to get some money or come up with something to make some money or make something shake, read a book, go to the library and get on the internet. It's free. Learn something. That's on you if you're not doing that. But nobody going to give you nothing in this world, man. It's 2023. Tell you right now. But I just had to put this out, man. It's already, too long. I didn't want to make this video too long. It's your man, OG Bo Beats. I just want to send a quick message, man. I hope everybody get it, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share the video. Holla at your boy, man. Let me know if you got any questions because I'm trying to work. I'm out. Peace.